So in the context of ancient Israel, disciple was typically a term used for people who would follow after a rabbi, and they would have dedicated themselves to a life of study from a very early age. And this is not James and John's story. They were not students or pupils or scholars. They were fishermen who worked on the Sea of Galilee. The Sea of Galilee would have been a backwoods region disrespected by the people of Jerusalem, what we might call backwoods or flyover states or red states, these rural areas. They are from the Sea of Galilee. And James and John would have had no formal education. They would have apprenticed with their father Zebedee in the fishing trade their entire life. Jesus carries on the tradition of Scripture that we see throughout the Bible of choosing the least expected candidate, the youngest, the weakest, the smallest. And instead of gathering around him people who have spent their life studying the Torah through years of Scripture study, he points to two common fishermen that these urban folks would have disrespected. And Jesus says to them, "Come, follow me." And he gives them the name Boanerges, sons of thunder. Boanerges can also be translated as sons of rage. And Scripture isn't explicit as to why Jesus decided to call them the sons of thunder, but their best guess is that James and John were something of impulsive hotheads. And there are plenty of passages in Scripture to illustrate this reality. In the passage that we read just now from Luke chapter 9, Jesus is on his way to Jerusalem, and he's going to pass through a village belonging to the Samaritans, who refuse to allow him to come into their land because of a long-standing feud between Jewish and Samaritan communities.